Hello everyone and welcome back. Today, shiny hunting, once again. So tomorrow, tomorrow's EVL matchup. How's everybody doing? It's Union Circle time. Union Circle time. Let's go. Alright. We will start the shiny hunting until the people would like to assemble for Union Circles. I have Quillfish, aka Hisuian Quillfish. We are going to be going for Quillfish tonight. Wow, hello there, J-Rad. J-Rad of man. How's everyone doing tonight? Hope you're all doing well. So I've begun planning for my week 3 UNPL match. Things don't look good for our hero. Things look very, very scarifying. And by scarifying, I mean, I don't think they're going to go well for us. But let's beat up some fish. We have a Quillfish outbreak tonight. So will we get the fish, or won't we get the fish? Walking Wake, you have redeemed yourself in my eyes. Hydrotheme. The Bernie water. Right against the Hilligan water. Those cannot be discussed, Amazon. Remember, there will be a video going up of the battle against the Hilligant and the Walking Wake. And the sun. And the stuff and things. So there will be a video for that. Also, yeah, for those who don't know, Hisuian Lilligant's, like, the competitive shorthand for Hisuian Lilligant is called Hilligant. Just, again, a lot like how Fan Rotom is referred to as Phantom. Competitive Pokemon player humor. It knows no bounds. Sorry, Lapras. We must destroy it. Destroy them. Hello there, Mr. Omar. How do you do tonight? Quillfish. Quillfish or won't fish? Get blasted. Get dragon lasered. Durgaron laser. Durgaron laser beams. Hey, Jade. How do you do, Jade? But yeah, I think I am approximately 872% screwed for next week. Like, the funny thing is, next week, I don't need to go up against a Sun team for the first time. Like, this is the best part about the UNPL Draft League so far. It's week 3, and I'm going up against the third Beast Paradox. Week 1, I went up against Raging Bolt. Week 2, I went up against Walking Wake, and Week 3, I'm going up against Gouging Fire. So it's like, I can't escape them. That, no, it's just called Ursaluna Blood Moon. See, that's not a regional variant. We don't really know what Blood Moon Ursaluna is as far as, like, form difference goes. I've heard people say, like, cryptid form, but there's no official term for what Blood Moon Ursaluna is categorically. So it's just Blood Moon Ursaluna. How you doing, Omar? Missed the fun. What fun did you miss, Roos? Making another competitive team, I realized Misty Explosion had a ring. Please tell me this is not copycat Misty Explosion. Because I've seen people do that before. And if you do that, Jade, I am going to defenestrate you. You are very helpful when it comes to planning teams, but I will defenestrate you. You know how I feel about explosion teams. I do not like it when Pokemon concussively force detonate. Hello, Jay. Hello there, Jay. Yeah, Quillfish's shiny sticks out pretty significantly. Sketch a Misty Explosion. What is the fun that you missed? You missed no fun, Roost. I feel like someone is gonna try and get the nickname Freddy Fazbear to stick with Blood Moon Ursa Luna. I don't understand. I'm assuming that's some sort of Five Nights at Freddy's joke. I don't know anything about Five Nights at Freddy's other than apparently like their living ghost animatronics or something like that. Choice specs, max special attack, Misty Explosion, Misty Terrain, Misty Explosion. Okay, but how do you set Misty Terrain? How does Hat Lady set Misty Terrain? Unless you're relying on something like, Wheezing to set that up. Mudkip. Hello, Mudkip. How are you doing tonight? Yes, Mudkip. I finished the 3rd episode of Hunter x Hunter. I have actually started the series. So, yes. I've actually started it. So once I finish 2 more episodes, we will then be able to play Salmon Run again. Hydro Steam. I don't think the Pokemon should add an official Showdown team editor. No. The thing is, if they add something like that, that will cause problems forever. If you have something like a Showdown-style team editor, no one would ever play the actual games ever again. That's kind of the main issue of having a team editor style thing in an official game. No one would actually play the real game. Now, if it was for something, say like they released a new version of Pokemon Battle Revolution, where literally the entire, or actually like say they make like Pokemon Stadium Pokemon Stadium Switch, a new version of Pokemon Stadium that is for the Switch. It's just like battling and you import Pokemon from your save files into it. That would make sense for like a Showdown style team editor. But if you had something like that for the main game standard, nobody would ever play the actual main game. Or if you have a system like that, you would need to make it be unlockable. But the problem with that is you need to lock that unlockability behind a massive grind. So there's really no way in the end to make something like that possible. Because then you basically just run into the same problem as what initially existed with the Battle Frontier. But next money, you can edit your team EVs with a drop-down menu. But again, that would just incentivize grinding, which is kind of the main issue. Like, they've added in a number of ways that kind of get around that problem. And you acquire those things just through natural gameplay. Because right now you can use easily. That's the reason why like the Fresh Start Mochi exists. That's the reason why they removed Vitamin Cap. That's why you get so many vitamins from Terror Raids. And why you can just buy vitamins en masse. And why you get so many self-fodder items and things. Especially with the item printer existing, there's really no need to have a system like that. It would just be convenience at that point. But even then, it's like, you get the feathers, you get the feathers, you get the vitamins, and they do all of those same things. Number 44 is Hisoka. I have no idea who that is. I don't remember I don't remember who the exact character is. Though I did notice Mudkip. They handed out over 404 numbers. And they only have 404 applicants. So I was like, interesting. Interesting. I did notice that. So I could have sworn they got number 404, 405, and 406, not 403, 404, 405. Also, I think we should have a battle tower in battle tower don't count as tournament. The thing is, the battle tower doesn't really serve a purpose anymore, Jays. The issue is the battle tower as a system doesn't really have a purpose in the modern Pokemon games. All of the battle facilities were originally just competitive material grind. It was just, here's where you go to grind out battles, earn BP, use that BP to prepare for competitive battles, or use that BP to further win the battle tower to get more BP to win the battle tower and just creating the self-circulating cycle. It's something with removing the BP lock on a lot of the competitive prep items. The battle tower as a system doesn't really serve a purpose, especially when it doesn't really even help prepare people for actual battling because of the way the NPCs play is entirely different from the way people actually play. And about tower, a different thing. It's not a battle tower, that's a different thing. But again, what would the purpose of a battle tower system be without, like, BP? You know, it would just be battles, but there'd be no reward for the battles. That's kind of the issue. You know, there would need to be some reward or some sort of, like, prize for doing that, but the problem with having that is that would necessitate gating valuable materials behind the battle tower or any battle tower-like facility, which just brings back the old issue that the battle tower always was. It's an enforced grind. It really serves no purpose other than to make people need to grind. I love the Battle Frontier, and I would love to see it come back, but it does create logistically a number of issues for players. Alright, tomato, onion, and then 3 green bell peppers. It's possible, but anyone would want it. Well, exactly, that's the thing. If there's no reward at the end of it, there's no incentive to do the battle tower. That's kind of the thing. Is you can make a battle tower where there's no gated materials behind it. But at that point, why would you do the battle tower? You know, if you have online, you can just go do Battle Stadium for practicing. And even then, you get rewards for doing Battle Stadium. Even if you don't place very highly, you still get, you know, competitive prep materials. You get things like the vitamins, you get things like Herba Mystica for doing it. In a lot of ways, the battle tower has become redundant. It doesn't really serve a function anymore within the games. Even if it's for practice, you can still go onto Battle Stadium and do practice matches, which those don't affect your rank. Wishful thinking, definitely not happening. I want Gen X to have the Pokemon tournament and just have a new one every 5 gens. Pokemon says they want to keep going for 100 years. It'll happen. I honestly do think something like the Pokemon World Tournament might come back. Because the Pokemon World Tournament, they could bring that back, and there would be no, like, actual reward behind it. It's just something you like to do. I could see them doing something akin to the Pokemon World Tournament again. Because, like, back in the days of Black and White, it did have a function. It was a BP grinding facility. But also, it was just a cool idea. I don't think you know Leorio's reason for doing it. I mean, I'm only 3 episodes in. I wouldn't be surprised if I don't know the dude's actual reasons. But yeah, wishful thinking is always something, but it's always important to remember to temper that wishful thinking with not necessarily reality, but like temper it with, would this system ever be implemented? You know, which is the thing. I mean, if we're getting a new game of the channel, we'll definitely go with it. Remember, the Pokemon World Tournament only existed in Black 2, White 2. If we're getting Unova remakes, we may not be getting a Pokemon World Tournament, which they've only ever remade the base versions of the games. So it's very likely we won't be getting a Pokemon World Tournament remake. Most likely the most we'll get is a remake of the Battle Subway, which, let's be real, the Battle Subway is just the Battle Tower except horizontal, not vertical. Like, it's the same thing. It's just a Battle Gauntlet, which, I mean, again, I love the Battle Subway. I love the Battle Tower. But they also don't really serve as much of a functionality purpose. Hey, Litsune! Thank you for the member! This is my last time being gotta save money at the moment. I understand, Litsune, but welcome and thank you very much to the members. But never feel obligated to spend the money on the members. You never need to do it. It helps us, but it's never necessary. Only if you have the resources to keep doing it. Last time being member. It's important to say. Actually, Let's Go Pikachu remake is Let's Go Yellow, which is the base game. Let's Go is also an anomaly of a game. Let's Go's entire purpose was to bring the Pokemon Go audience into the mainline community. It's a very different style of game. So technically, you are correct, which, as I always say, is the best kind of correct. But it's also important to remember what the purpose of Let's Go Pikachu was. As well as, they also already prior remade Fire Red and Leaf Green, which were the base games. So, I also, by technicality, still win. But there was a crystal stuff on a Purple Silver. Yes! But there is a difference between adding in the crystal stuff in Heart Gold, Soul Silver, which was really just different interactions with Eugene and the way you encounter Suicune. With Black and White and Black 2, White 2, major locations are significantly different. Back in the original Black and White, the cold storage is in the exact same spot that the Pokemon World Tournament is in. So, what would you do for the Pokemon World Tournament? Would the Pokemon World Tournament be just, like, shifted over to the west a little bit and sell the cold storage there? Would they have to rework the entire story for the area around Driftvale City? Because you do need to go to the cold storage for the Driftvale part of the story. Again, they would have to pretty much restructure a lot of the things in the game, as well as a number of the caves that exist. Those connect to areas you can't normally access at that point in the game. So they would need to heavily rework the game if they add in places like that, which creates some issues. I'd love to see the World Tournament back in a Black and White 1 version game, but the issue with it would be they would need to go back and they would need to heavily change a lot of the older areas, which going back and changing those would change the entire game. Also, I should let you know there's a good chance that HXX manga might not ever finish, since the guy has been sick a lot. Not good. They made a Crystal remake in the style of Let's Go Pikachu Eevee, but instead of being this easy, they make it really hard to make Crystal. Also, well, the funny thing is, even if they did remake Crystal and made it the exact same way Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee is, it would actually still be hard on the original games. Because amusingly, and this is going to be a very controversial statement, but in pure numbers, Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee are actually harder than Gen 1. And there are 3 reasons why. Better moves, physical special split exists, and the badge boosts are gone. For those who don't know, back in Generation 1, you at all yes! Quillfish is a fan of the badge boosts being gone! Get back over here! Wait, you probably know Memento and you're gonna self-detonate on me. I'm not risking that. Hello, Dominic ZD. How you doing? Again, guys, if you haven't done so already, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more. Where is my Goldango? Where is Goldieface? There is Goldieface. You probably get Memento. Where'd the quillfish go? Where did quillfish go? Where did the shiny quillfish go? Where did the stupid fish go? This is why we save. This is why we save. Was that it? No, that's not it. This is why we save. This is why we save. You got something a few days ago. Johnny Lightning version. None of the lose. Nice. Those on the new Pokemon with guns. Can you explain, Jared? Can you send me that a thing? Do those dancing drift phone noises. Ah, Drifting on music was great. But yeah, no, the original Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee is actually significantly more difficult than the Gen 1 games. The reason why they feel easy is because we now actually understand how to play Gen 1, and also they took out level spiking your ass into the ground. Like, it's important to remember, back in the days of Gen 1, leveling up took hours. Wait. Did I not save? Well, I mean, we lost the shiny anyway. Not like it matters. Well, that's a shiny fail. Okay, okay. Alright. Okay then. That was a thing that happened. That was a thing that certainly happened. The shiny despawned anyway, it seems. You better not have had Memento, because that would have actually been a just complete waste anyway. You jumped right into the head first without saving. Well, again, it's gone anyway, it doesn't matter. Son of a bitch, it actually doesn't get any move for self-detonate. I did not need to do that. It doesn't get explosion, it doesn't get Memento. You know what? I've had some good luck the last couple of days. You know what? Fine. It's fine. I've had good luck the last couple of days. I can afford some flubs. We made a flub. So we just failed the shiny for absolutely no reason today, just now. But, you know, we've had good luck the last couple of days. So, you know what? You know what? We redeemed the shiny Feebas. We redeemed the shiny Feebas with good luck. We were overdue for a bad luck. We were overdue for a bad luck. I'll take it. Extremely dumb moment. Fun fact, Brock can actually be soloed by Charmander in red-blue because he only uses Tackle and Bind, and at that point you have Ember, which, even though it resists, is this person. Correct. Hello, guy. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, guys, for the absolutely colossal stupid moment we just did right here. This is why you should always check whether stuff has Memento or not before doing anything. Well, them the breaks. Them do indeed be the breaks. Them does be the breaks. Hey, sometimes you gotta laugh. No, I do not have shiny Galarian birds. I think maybe I only have a shiny Gardevoir now. The only reason I don't have the shiny Galarian birds is the event for the shiny Galarian birds being released back in Generation 8, I was away at college when it happened, and I didn't have my Switch with me when I was at college. It was kind of a policy that, you know, I don't bring the game system with me when I go to college, so I don't have the shiny I don't have the shiny Galarian birds. Word salad, I struggle with basic words. Yeah, it was a mystery gift back then, but it was only a mystery gift if you participate in a certain competitive event. Well, Squirtle is the best starter simply because of the massive move pool. Yes. In Gen 1, the speedrunning starter of choice is Squirtle. Squirtle is very much the speedrunning starter of choice. But yeah, Gen 1 is a joke in terms of easiness because of the badge boosts. It's one of the many reasons why, like, Let's Go is actually a... Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee is actually the most difficult version of Kanto. Purely because the badge boosts are gone. Because I remember I actually back-calculated how powerful moves would need to be today. Just for, like, bare minimum Gen 1 being as difficult as the modern games. And it is, you would need Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee to have the Elite Four using, like, base 40 power attacks for them to hit as hard as Gen 1 did. And the fact that they're using, like, 70, 80, 90, 100 base power moves, it puts them on a completely different level than Gen 1. And even the Generation 4 ones. Yeah. I lost the third round because I like them. The thing is, you only needed to participate in 3 matches per session. And I think you may have needed to only win 1 match each round, but you needed to participate in 3 matches at least. So it was actually a fairly good event, and they're going to be doing the same thing probably this year with the Ruin Legendaries, because it's what they've been doing ever since Generation 7 with the Tapus. What is it? The Fire Red description of minimized. I have not. Probably other game descriptions applied. Also, even though there are good water types, Sephorian, Starmie, Blastoise is the best. The reason why Blastoise is statistically the best starter for Gen 1 is because you can get it so much earlier. You get it so much earlier, you can over-level it into absurdity, and you use it to brute force through the game. With the other water types, you need to go catch them, find them, and a lot of them require a stone evolution, or generally are not as player-friendly time-wise when it comes to acquiring them. And then you can just go, you know, frickin' surf. Like, the second you teach Blastoise surf and you get that surf TM, it's basically just game over for, like, all of Kanto. And then, you know, Ice Beam and the Lance just get beamed into oblivion. Friendly reminder to everybody, Gen 1 is the reason why Tauros still gets moves like Thunderbolt and Ice Beam. Also, it's the reason why Marowak, the Fire-type Alolan Marowak, still gets Ice Beam to this day because of Gen 1. Always remember that. Always remember that. I'll give the leave of it out. Squirtle learns Dig. Yes. Also remember, back in Generation 1, after you beat Brock, you get the attack boost from the badge boosts, which means that you're just absolutely destroying Lieutenant Surge's team. Like, Lieutenant Surge gets absolutely dumpstered by Dig. Again, one of the many reasons why Gen 1 was the easiest generation. Gen 1, Gen 3, Gen 7, doesn't matter. He's still the best we can do. Yes. It does not change that Blastoise is the best starter for speedrunning any of the Kanto games. Just because of its stat line. And its matchups again. Its stat line, its type matchups, and its move pool. Which is funny, because I believe of the Kanto starters, Blastoise has the lowest offensive stat line. As in, like, its special attack is lower than Venusaur and Charizard. Because Charizard, I believe, is the highest. I think it's like, what, 107, 109 for its special attack. Venusaur, I think, is like a solid 100 for its special attack. And if I recall, Blastoise's base 85? You know what? Let's check right now. Let's just see how close I was with all of those, because that will show definitively I know life Pokemon facts. All right, let's see. Charizard. Let's go see Charizard. Oh yeah, right, Charizard got Mystical Fire back then, because like everything got fire. 109 special attack on Charizard. 109. Alright, that is 1 for 1 so far. Let's go see what the other two had, because I will honestly be horrified if I get all 3 of these right. Venusaur said about 100 for its special attack. Venusaur special attack 100 exactly! And can we go for the 3 for 3 hat trick of knowing Blastoise's special attack off the top of my head? Blastoise, Smogon. 85! I knew all 3 of the Kanto starters' special attack off the top of my head. This is causing me pain. Hey, Shining Blue, welcome in. How are you doing? So we failed a shiny because of my own stupidity. I thought Hisuian Quillfish or Quillfish had Memento or Self-Destruct. It does not. I ran away from a shiny, didn't save, and by the time I reopened the menu, it was gone. So we've already failed 1 shiny today. But how are you doing, Mr. Shining Blue? Hope things were better on your end of the internet. How are you doing? Come to the mods, please go grab Shining Blue's link, please. Also, he is good enough to solo Whitney in the hardest Gen 2 gym leader because Rage is absurd, roll out, makes it go crazy. Fun fact, Weather Prince with the lowest percent run had Link looking at Green Rupee for 12 hours. How? Mudkip, you're explaining that right hecking now. We're doing good. We were EV training the Mount Battle Team. Fine. Max, I have a challenge for you. Go 3 days besides... Wait, Max says, I have a challenge for you. Go 3 days besides streaming, don't play Pokemon. I cannot... Thank you very much for that. I need to go take the Fluffo dog out. So allow the Fluffo to entertain for a brief moment. Oh. Okay, there we go. Sorry, I had to take care of the floofy dog. They put another fort. That fort. Do not do anything to the Floofo other than give the Floofo head pats. Floofo is precious floof. Thank you very much for the subscribe there, Missing No 0479. Thank you very much for that. Hold on. Yes, I only have 5 Pokemon in the party. Generally, I keep an open slot in my party piece. I generally keep an open space or 2 in my party when I'm out shiny hunting. So I can more easily sort my shinies when it comes time for the eventual PC deposition. Cloud of pure happiness, floof, and cast it. Oh, that is literally exactly Luna in a nutshell. That is quite literally Luna to a T. Yeah, her name is Luna. She is good floof. She's very good floof. Go floof out window or floof. Well, Luna would enjoy being thrown into a pile of snow. But also, Amazon, not something you joke about at all. This is your only warning on that. Alright? This is the only warning you get about that. It is not funny. Alright, let's go get looking for the thing. No! Luna as in the Roman goddess of the moon. You don't. Remember, we are Italian here. Honestly, you're worse than my brother when it comes to not knowing the origin of things, I will say. Yeah, Luna. The actual way it is spelled. Hello, Lexi, how are you doing? Also, just for Lexi, we turn the doggo back on. Dorg. Everyone say hello to Dorg. Be happy, Dorg. Very happy, Dorg. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, you're kind of stupid all the time, Amazon. So you can see how we were concerned. Also correct, Alex. Never hurt the doggo. That is how. Remember, 9mm is to kill the body. 45 ACP is to kill the soul. Gotta make sure they don't come back as an undead lich. Just remember, stay strapped or get clapped, ladies and gentlemen. Exactly. That is a quote from one of my friends that they just I forget what the context they first mentioned that to me in. I will know where you're going with that. And this is your one and only warning from me. Oh, don't worry, Jared. He's already been given his one and only warning. There is only a single warning that has been issued. And if the warning is not followed through with, I will finish things myself. I very rarely take a personal step, but I will take a personal satisfaction in that. Enjoy the Indigo. I work as a mortician, then the shoes together. Tie the shoes together. See, great plan right there. That is an absolutely wonderful plan right there, Blarb. Floof is equal to superior to Wooper. Thank you! Floof is best. Dorg is best. Dorgo, best friend. We love Dorgo. Always give head pats to Floofs. Always give head pats to the Floof. Floof deserve all head pats. And love. Again, remember everyone, dogs are the literal definition of unconditional love. They exist just to be friend. Doggos exist just to friend. And that is why doggos are best. Iron hams, you go back in the PC. We do not need iron hams. Yeah, there should be more space. That works. Just step like 30. Step like half a foot forward, and yeah, it works. You put it down. Logic makes no sense. Pokemon logic does not exist. I've heard giving head pats to Rose and I because for your safety. No! You do not give head pats to Roost. That is a very, very swift way to get game ended. That is a very swift game ending process right there. Every time I see that seal, I think it's a shiny Quillfish, and I get really, really disappointed when I realize it's not a Quillfish. Oh, I think that might be a static, so I probably should obliterate that seal. I don't know, my favorite SV storyline is Millions. Really? I can see that. I like all of the different characters. I'm glad they gave storylines to everyone, and I like that you actually get special trades with all of them. It bodes well for future Pokemon games that they're actually putting in effort into the story and the characters of this game. Because what it means is when they eventually do Generation 10, they're still going to be putting in that much effort. Because this is something that we're basically making a giant video on in the future. It's sort of being put together bit by bit right now. But you can actually see the very marked change in the way Pokemon Company has actually made the games, where you look at the extra effort, the extra expense they put into a game like Black and White, and how that game initially sold horribly for a number of years, just for a number of reasons, which we are going to be going into what those reasons were, and then how years later that game's sales recovered to such a huge degree steadily over time, and that they did put a lot less effort into a lot of the later Pokemon games, Generation 6, Generation 7, Generation 8. They really didn't put as much effort in. But them going through the very heavily increased expenses to actually storyboard, actual character arcs, actual stories, the actual focus on being funny and making the characters not just a flat piece of cardboard, is a pretty big cost on a game development side point of things. And they were willing to put in that extra cost, which shows they have a respect for the audience. Which I very much like that they are going through that extra, because they didn't need to include anything like that. They could have just been, oh yeah, you just unlock these characters, get some special rematches with them later, and just nothing else. But no, they went through the arc of making character arcs for them. They actually tried. Was it a complete success? They could have definitely done a lot better. But you compare that to not having any of it, it shows they're trying. It shows a step in the right direction, which really, in the end, I think is the most important thing. It's not that it's good or bad, it's that they are trying. Also, give me the difficulty of UMS trainers, even not to the giblets. Oh, see, here's the thing. We have an entire video series on that, Jay. Exclamation mark playlist, Pokemon difficulty analysis. We have an entire series that actually focused on that entire thing. I think you're gonna like it. We did not do a difficulty analysis video for we did not do a difficulty analysis video for Scarlet Violet, largely for the reason of it would be entirely pointless. Even if they put effort in the Generation 8 character in the story that they put into Generation 9, I would have been so happy. I love it. That's awesome. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I agree. Again, it's little things like that that really make the game a lot more. Just imagine if they had a post-game, with the Sword and Shield characters that's comparable to what you have with these characters, with the Indigo discs, like sort of storylines and everything like that. Just imagine how much different the reception of that game would be. It would be night and day what we have now. It really does make a big difference. It's almost like people enjoy a game when they have fun with it. Almost. Also, did any of the mods grab Shining Blue's link? One of the mods, please go do that. I don't know if anyone did. But, you know, it's... They're taking a step in the right direction. Which I always think is good. Ash is a very fun streamer. Is the forehead streaming right now? Also, Jade, were you watching the forehead and not here doing mod things? You have mod things here. You do now, Jade. I need you to do mod things. We know Mudkip isn't gonna do mod things. Mudkip is here to time people out and banhammer them when they misbehave. Thank you, Jade. We need the responsible half of you to be here. 'Cause you are the responsible one. Thank you, Jared. Thank you, Jared. Flying. I don't see any US probably most difficult mainline games, but the most than the rest of the games. Yeah, I think you're going to enjoy that difficulty analysis series, Jay. Like, the thing you were talking about right now is literally the entire discussion we actually had at the end of the UMUS recording. So, I think you actually will very much enjoy that one. I was defending New Jersey from the haters so that I can bully New Jersey. You know what? Fair enough, Jade. Also, can you screenshot and send me that so I can store that for purposes? I was getting water, trust. You know what? You continue your trend, Mudkip, of always getting water when we get raided. Fair enough. You have returned back to where you began. Your story arc has come full circle. My Wi-Fi went out for a second. That's not good. Wi-Fi outages are very not good. Blorb. Is Blorb. Your car's extended Blorb key. And again, guys, if you haven't done so already, please don't forget to leave a like on the stream and subscribe. Come on. Hydrate or dihydrate. Very important. We do not support dihydrate, but we do support hydrate. Bear take almost. Yeah, I know. Anxious Christian and I were talking about that, Jade. Yeah, Anxious Christian and I were discussing a couple things, because I'm already preparing for week 3. I've finished my prep for my battle against Jakey. I've finished my theoretical prep for Jakey. I've finished my in-game prep for Doorman, and now I am beginning my prep for Kanto. Kanto Kage is the round 3 I have for the EBL. And I still have to prepare for Kurt for week 3 of the UNPL, but like, I really, really don't want to fight Kurt. I really don't want to fight that freaking Gouging Fire. Cause last week, his Gouging Fire got a 4 kill. And I'm assuming he had to have been running a Dragon... He did run a Dragon Dance Gouging Fire. But I assume he had to have gotten something like +3... Or even +2, +3 on that thing. And then just ripped everything to pieces. Because the guy he went up against had a Dragapult. He had Catapult Face. And Gouging Fire beat that thing. And he didn't have any dragon moves on Gouging Fire. And Pulty Face lost. I am thoroughly terrified. Yep, we're talking about a Pokemon tournament. I am in, well, not tournament, but I'm in 2 draft leagues at the moment, Wild. The Elite Battle League with a couple of other friends of mine, and the Uva Naraha Premier League, the UNPL. In one of these leagues, I've got Roaring Moon, which is my favorite Pokemon from Generation 9, and I'm glad to have it. And in the other league, I have Revavroom. And I'm very, very sad I didn't draft Revavroom for the EBL, because that thing is just fun. Like, shift gear, terrastalize, and it just turns in the little engine that could. Oh, I love that thing. It's so silly. I love it. The fact I went on VC is more surprising than how broken the team really is. Vroom. The little... Revavroom actually should be called the Wambulance. Yeah, somebody call an ambulance, but not for me. I love that meme. It's great. Ah, Revavroom. Never change, Revavroom. Never change. I love that thing. Also, Maxis, speaking of Anxious Christian, I'm not sure if we will, because the thing is, I know Fossil Fighters extremely well. You know, Fossil Fighters is a game that I know pretty much like the back of my hand. And Christian just doesn't know the game. So it kind of really wouldn't go well. AF Shen Pao. Terrifying. Anyways. Can I go back? Yes, you can go back to being irresponsible, mod. Just remember to harangue the New Jerseyan. See, Jade, before you go back to being irresponsible, mod, I have one parting gift for you. And by parting gift, I mean an actual gift to part with. And you are not allowed to comment on it. You must accept it without reply. Oh, the Allosaurus and Spinal Spanish. I love that. Allosaurus is my favorite dinosaur. It's actually one of our member badges of the Allosaurus from Fossil Fighters. Ah, that reply always makes me laugh, Jade. That always amuses me. Allosaurus. There isn't there a water area? Oh. Yes, I mean, technically it's not a water area, it's a glacier is where you get the Spinosaurus. Unless you mean the underwater area of Fossil Fighters, which is just a sunken ship. Which, yes, there is a water area. Remember, Fossil Fighters is the game where aliens and time travel are a thing. And it just doesn't even matter. If you want to see a game that literally gives zero craps about anything, just play Fossil Fighters. Also play Fossil Fighters Champions. Do not play Fossil Fighters Frontier. That game is actual trash. You've heard of the Sarfagenics? Yes. The Sarfagenics, I'm pretty sure, is a sub-classification of Allosaurus. Yeah. Because there is Sarfagenics, which is one group of Allosaurids. Then there is Allosaurus maximus, which is absolutely a metal as hell name. Allosaurus maximus. And Allosaurus jamansoni. Yes. I am a very big... I'm a very big fan of the Allosaurus, if you can't tell. I love it. Also, friendly reminder, the Tyrannosaurus Rex, you know, the Tyrant King Lizard, was almost referred to as the Emperor Power Lizard. Just remember that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was like the Dynamasaur... Yeah, the Dynamasaur Imperius. Which again, metal as hell name, dinosaurs. Just dial it back a little bit. Everyone. It's like the bad game. It's not. It's like, it is okay on its own. The problem is, it is compared to champions and fossil fighters. Also, its mechanics are not good. Like, you do not control 2/3 of your battle. You're basically watching a cutscene for like 2/3 of the game. And there is nothing worse than taking control out of the player's hands. Yeah, exactly. Like it, if the original Fossil Fighters and Fossil Fighters Champions didn't exist, okay, Frontiers wouldn't be bad. It's just it's compared to. Admittedly, Fossil Fighters is not the best game. It definitely shows some problems, but it's good for what it is. You know, it's not the greatest thing in the world, but like it's okay. Champions is fantastic. Like, I love them. And honestly, because we have a physical copy of Champions, we, ladies and gentlemen, will be doing a Fossil Fighters Champions Let's Replay series. We will be doing another Let's Play of Fossil Fighters Champions. Genuinely didn't even play the game for both of the game because the AI could just do everything. Exactly. I mean, that's the problem. The AI can literally do anything in the game, so why play? You're just watching a cutscene happen. And that's the main problem. You don't even play the game. I genuinely think the Champions is a great game. I wouldn't say it's my favorite game of all time, but I would easily say Fossil Fighters Champions is within my top 10 favorite games. Like, to compare other games in my top 10 list of favorite video games of all time, that list contains Black and White, Black 2, White 2, Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Sky, Scarlet Violet, Kirby Triple Deluxe, Xenoblade Chronicles. Like, this is punching up against a lot of, like, really damn good and very important games to me personally. So it's like, this game, when I say I love Fossil Fighters Champions, I mean I love this game. Like, it is an absolutely top tier game. The only thing about Fossil Fighters I don't like is you can't get the Allosaurus until post-game. Like, you cannot, unless you get stupid lucky at, like, any of the fossil shops. You cannot get Allo. It's close between Fossil Fighters Champions, Plants vs. Zombies 2, and Minecraft. Interesting. Watch Fossil Fighters. Okay, bye-bye. I would recommend watching our Fossil Fighters Champions Let's Play. I think you will enjoy it. Again, it's like Pokemon, but with dinosaurs. Rawr. Dinosaur go rawr. Again, I feel very strongly about dinosaurs. Also, friendly reminder, in my my monster stories that I am presently working on writing, Allosaurus is a generally plot-relevant thing. So yes, in the monster stories I am working on, I incorporate the Allosaurus whenever I just possibly can. Just because I love the Allosaurus. Again, T-Rex. Everyone loves the T-Rex. But Allosaurus, no, we love the Allosaurus here. But your name is green? Your name still looks gray. Strange. Not gonna lie. Pokemon Sword got me back into Pokemon after 4-ish years of hiatus and mileage. I mean, I love the game. Like, Violet... Well, Scarlet, Violet, they just hit different. Like, it... I love the characters. They go hard. I love them. I think they're great. Always, where anyone says anything, I'm a big fan of Smash Bros. Brawl. I know people don't like Smash Brawl. I love that game. As a reminder of how bad I am at video games, I don't care if people say Meta Knight is the most broken character in Brawl. I play Meta Knight and I can't win a damn thing. Ah. That is what you call a skill issue right there. That is a grade A skill issue right there. I can't win even as Meta Knight. I'm gonna refresh with epic. All dinosaurs via the T-Rex, Ryan Reynolds. That's not an accurate statement. Like, remember Jared. Remember. Strongest bite force of anything on the planet. The question isn't how long do you think you can last. The question isn't how long do you think any dinosaur could last in a fight against the T-Rex. The question is how long until the T-Rex gets one good clean shot at the neck and chomps. You might the T-Rex will be able to get up from a bite. You're not getting back up after the T-Rex chomps down. That is crush right there. That is just gone. I love Smash Bros. Don't have the system to play favorite ones, but probably been a big copy. Nice. Very, 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 very nice. I'm doing very well. We're just talking about dinosaurs right now. We're talking dinosaurs. Because as always, we love dinosaurs. They're the great. We love dinosaurs. You see, right now, Temper's member icon is the Allosaurus. Allosaurus member icon. Again, dinosaurs just hit different. Which, friendly reminder. Johnny! This time we are not gonna fail Quillfish! Get back here, you clown! Fish! Hello there, Quillfish. Will you get in the ball? Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, ladies and gentlemen. Quillfish is on the team now. Let's go. Stegosaurus. I think it's Stego. S-T-E-G-O. Saurus. Max, I need an answer. Don't worry, none of us can type. None of us can type here, so that's fine. What the fuck is that sandwich, Jade? I don't even want to know. Major addiction to the item printer. Yes! Yes, I do have a major addiction to the item printer. I go out and obliterate Chansey by the dozens to fuel it. You don't understand the addiction. Are you sure it's marked? Not marked. Giga resets are hell. I mean, it could be worse. It could be Sword and Shield Regigigas resets. I don't know what's more worrying, the fact that you can buy That's horrifying, Mudkip. Why do you even know that? I have several questions, and I don't even know where to begin asking. Well, no, it's the lock-on thing. The lock-on thing, when you upgrade, it tells you if something is marked or not. I honestly don't know what the marked UI is, so I would actually not have been surprised if it was marked. And I just didn't even realize it. Alright, you die. Yeah, but see, you gotta remember, you have to beat the Dynamax Regigigas. You have to fight Dynamax Regigigas. You must fight Regifisamek. Remember, Regifisame had to step down as president of Nintendo of America so Regigigas could live with neutralizing gas wheezing existing. There can only be one Supreme Reggie, and Regifisame had to step down for Regigigas. Never forget the sacrifice of Regifisame. The gold medal icon. And you failed one, had one. We don't talk about the failed shiny, Jared. That timeline doesn't exist. That timeline was reset over. It never happened. There was no failed shiny marked Hisuian Quillfish. That timeline doesn't exist. You look off. Okay, no, you're not shiny. Maybe it's just the sun side. There is no failed shiny. There was definitely not a failed shiny within the first half hour of the stream. There was definitely not. That timeline does not exist. I deleted it personally. There was no shiny fail. I missed it. Reggie at GameStop. Reggie from GameStop. Yes, I did, Mudkip. I said I have several questions, and I don't even know where to start. Maybe the real timeline. Maybe the real timeline were the friends we made along the way. No. Maybe the real Enterprise was the friends we made along the way. Except not really. Oh wait, there's another Enterprise. The Glasses Enterprise. The Maid Enterprise. The British Enterprise. This is getting again. Now there are two of them. Maybe the real Enterprise was the friends we made along the way. No one's gonna get that reference! And I am glad no one does. Anyways, no! I don't want answers for that, Mudkip, so no. I'd rather not have answers. And his name is probably something stupid like Michael. No. That's my dad's name. Which, honestly, don't insult my dad's name. That's fun sometimes. I enjoy our conversations, everyone. And again, if you haven't done so already, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more. No. Yeah, a lot of people think my name is actually, like, Max. It's not. Like, people actually did think my name was Max. It's not. Which, I mean, I can understand the confusion. No, it's not Kyle. The funny thing is, we were actually having a conversation yesterday about, like, the most generic name of someone our age. And my brother and I were just literally, I was like, yeah, no, Kyle, Zach, Ryan, and my brother mentioned, like, the whole conversation later, and, like, 3 of the people in his voice chat, because he has, like, a group of a bunch of people he plays with the league, and 2 of the people in the voice chat at the same time were both named Ryan, apparently, and it was like, oh, that would have been an awkward conversation to have. Now I'm curious. First you had my attention, now you have my curiosity. No, first you had my curiosity, now you have my attention. Who knows his name? Just remember, Amazon, I hold the power of life and death on this channel. I hold the power of permanent banning. Yes, my brother plays League. Yes, I know. Trust me, you're not the only one disappointed. There is immeasurable disappointment. We must clear... I know. I know. Trust me, I live with him. I understand better than anyone. It was a seal. It was not a quillfish. It was just a regular, generic, not shiny seal. It wasn't a shiny quillfish. I don't know his real name, but I don't care either. Yep. Correct policy, Jade. Also, Jade, what in the actual hell was that sandwich you sent? Like, that sandwich deserves to be taken out behind the barn and hit over the head with an axe. That should not be allowed to exist. What is your favorite shiny ever? That's Shiny Gigalith. Shiny Gigalith is my favorite shiny. Yeah, everyone expects it to be Metagross. Metagross is only number 4 on that list of favorite shinies. I'm pretty sure I am coming up on a 2-year anniversary. Nice. Sandwiches are funny. Max, where is my shotgun I recorded? I thought force multipliers were illegal in Massachusetts. No, shiny hunt. Oh, shiny favorite one to shiny hunt. That. Ooh, that is certainly a question. Probably... I don't know, actually. I actually don't know. I do like... Delmise does have a very good shiny, I will say. It does look very nice. It does look very, very good. Alright, we gotta get rid of this, we gotta get rid of that snowstorm. No! Yes, the Zorua shiny hunt probably was my favorite shiny hunt. Just because of how stupid it is to shiny hunt Zorua. where you need to do the hunt, where you need to do the let's go attack thing on it. Like, it was a really, it's really dumb how you have to hunt for shiny Zorua, but it's also really kind of fun. Yeah, actually, I do have to agree with Mudkip on that. I think it was the Zorua. If you want my opinion, probably Rayquaza, despite how absolutely pissed I was about it. I mean, we got Rayquaza very fast. Rayquaza was only 13 Dynamax Adventures. That one was merciful on us. And then, you know, Ho-Oh proceeds to take well over 600. Nearly 700. And I actively wanted to take a shotgun to the bird. Year and a half for that shiny hunt, by the way. Year and a half. There's 18 months of shiny hunting that stupid bird. I've known your favorite shiny was DLF for some time now. Remember that. Yes. Like, everyone expects it to be Metagross. Like, Metagross has a nice shiny. But I just think Gigalith's pops more. Yes, Ho-Oh was a year and a half. It sucked. Keep in mind, the last, like, 150 of those DAs, I did off-screen. Because I wanted to spare you guys that torment. Also, the streams for Dynamax Adventure Shiny and Ho-Oh sucked. You know, no one turned out for those. I'm giving Fortnite another try to the fact that the game has changed significantly since players long associated the dogs of players. I ended up breeding for both my shiny Zorua because I don't have the patience to hunt them in the wild. The funny thing is, so Temper, you might not like what you're about to hear, but it's actually faster to shiny hunt Zorua in the wild than it is to Masuda method for them. I don't think you wanted to hear that, but it's actually significantly faster. In total, I think we spent maybe 5, at most 6 hours shiny hunting Zorua to get both of them. And that was over odds. Whereas to get, what, a single batch of eggs to get close to odds of Zorua, you need maybe something in the ballpark of 18 to 20 hours of time to shiny hunt. So it actually is significantly shorter to just do the wild encounter. It's more demanding in terms of attention span, but it is significantly faster to just wild hunt. It's just annoying as crap. Took me a week to get both Masuda methods, so you dang right. Yep. Yeah. If you want a shiny hunt, it's better to just go for, like, if you want to have the fastest hunts, it is just sandwich encounters. I have 100 gigabytes download. I'm only at gigabytes per second. Gigabytes per second. I don't know what any of that means. But at least my stats were likely better than the one. Well, remember, you can always just use bottle caps, Temper. You can just use bottle caps, and then your stats don't matter. Yeah, ever since bottle caps became a thing, it just, like, the IVs just kind of don't mean anything. Like, breeding for IVs. Unless you're breeding for, like, a 0 IVs, kind of don't really have as much of a thing. What's an attention span? I never had that since I was like 7. Better than most people. Global average lasts 20 seconds. I mean, I have ADD, so I have no attention span. That's just an intrinsic part of me. We have shiny feedback. Will you help me evolve it? Sure. They are easy to get now because they were always easy to get. They were always easy to get. Remember, you just do terror raids for bottle caps. It's just now they're ridiculously easy to get. Yeah, before they were easy. Now they're just piss easy. Hello, I'm Rion Fan. We are shiny hunting Quillfish, aka Hisuian Quillfish, is what we are shiny hunting today. We still have 9 minutes left on this sandwich. Because we are presently doing a living shiny dex, so we need to acquire all of the shinies. Another quill. And another one. Quillfish. Quillfish or won't fish, you could say, is the question. Plain. Picnic. Generally that is an eyelash under your eyelid. Cause I act no, because I get the same thing. One thing that I do is I recommend just like, go to the shower head and like trying to rinse your eye out, or like splash water on your face from the sink. Generally, that's how I get the eyelash out of my eyes. Cause like I have had it happen many times. I understand the pain. It sucks, and it's infuriating. On a seal, everyone thought it was a shiny and got not a Quillfish. Hey, get a living dex, however, way before to do that. I mean, for me, it's something to do. And again, guys, if you haven't done so already, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more. We do all kinds of stuff, because luckily I can touch my without hurting. Nice. Yeah, tomorrow I have my week 1 Elite Battle League matchup, and then I think on like what Sunday is when I have my next matchup against Jakey XY, and then I gotta get prepping for Kurt, because I'm not looking forward to the UNPL match. Also, week 1 of the UNPL is going to be going up this Sunday or Saturday or tomorrow. I don't know the exact day it's gonna go up. Probably maybe tomorrow. But it is gonna be another draft league that I'm a part of. And all I'm gonna say, I can't spoil what happens week 1. But all I'll say is, if you want to see the anger, the rage, the fury, you're gonna really enjoy week 1 of the UNPL. So that's something to look forward to. Week 2, you're also gonna see the rage, the anger, the hate, and the fury. Just of a different variety. So stay tuned for that. Yes, typical 1 frame per second polar biome moment. I don't get why it is they decided to make this place have, like, the blizzard at all hours. I hate it. It's so much game lag. The Uva Naraha Premier League, because Uva Academy and Naraha Academy are the 2 names of the schools in Scarlet and Violet. So it's a Pokemon League for Scarlet and Violet. It's a draft league as well. You're going to enjoy. I feel like you guys are going to enjoy it. I sit up until 1 a.m. I would recommend getting some sleep. Sleep is very important. You're welcome. Yeah, it's a very good. Yes, we did our draft analysis last week, So basically, it was me going over my team and why I picked the picks that I did. You know, what are some of their stats? You know, what's the overall idea of the team, and just some, you know, some stuff and things. Whereas this week is gonna be week 1 battle. That's gonna be fun. Also, yeah, tomorrow. Actually, no, tomorrow. I think it's gonna be going up. And then on Saturday, the Elite Battle League Week 1 match goes up. So I actually have 2 Draft League matches this week. Which reminds me, I need to finish the thumbnail for Week 1 of the UNPL. So that's going to be a hacking thing. But it's going to be a good thing. I'm going to enjoy it. And I think you guys are going to love it too. Like, all I can say is, if you remember my EBL Season 6 shenanigans that happened, I got a taste of my own medicine, so to speak, by the Pokemon that I used last season the most. So, the thing that I used that was my destroyer of worlds became the betrayer of worlds to me. Literally top 10 anime betrayals literally happened. But Ruppy has been a very, very good sport about everything. I mean, he's been great for, like, you know, helping with the other team prep. Which, I am glad that he said that he prepares in very unorthodox ways. So, I feel slightly less bad about what happened. Something I will say about Champions, even though the animators... Something about Champions. Even though the animations are better while it's trying. Really? I was a bigger fan of Champions animations. I thought they were a lot cool. I thought they were like a lot. I mean, fair enough, to each their own. I enjoyed them. They look a lot better. Like, I think for me, like, it is very much the quality difference that, like, you look at Champions and you look at Fossil Fighters, they're on the same system and they're like 1 year of release apart, and it's like a night and day difference in quality. Like, it really does look so different, but in a very, very good way. Have you ever thought about battling? We have, yes, actually, Umbreon fan. We are taking a bit of a break from that right now for a few reasons. One of them is with the ongoing draft leagues. I kind of don't want to burn myself out of battling. And also, second is I have taken a bit of a break from battling viewers because, let's just say, there were some people that were stream sniping. But yeah, I do very much love battling. I'm a very big fan of battles, and I have thought about battling viewers again. Depending on how far we get into the UNPL and the EBL, we may be resuming that. I don't know. The stiff movement, a lot had more soul in them because they had the hardware limitations and because they did what they did. Fair enough. I don't know. It's like the weird walking animations for Fossil Fighters kind of a little off-put me at times. I mean, again, the game for what it is impressive. I enjoy it. But there are some things that do look a little janky. But again, I still love that game. It is very impressive what they were able to do with that game. I mean, stream sniping is the effective battling. Yeah. I love battling. Do it just do it. Yeah. For me, it's... battling is a very special thing to me. When a friend of mine passed away, it was actually battling that really helped me through the darkest part of it. So, for me, battling's always been something very personally important. Which is one of the reasons why I do love battling as much as I do. It's something that personally is very important to me. Hey, Forehead! How's the New Jerseyan doing today? One of the mods, exclamation mark Ash. How are you doing? Basically, stream sniping is when doing battles, they look at what you are doing, like for what your move selections are, what your items are, what your stat values are, and then using that to play against you. It's like, oh, I see you're gonna be switching into Walking Wake this turn. Well, I'll use my fairy move on you, because you're switching out from, you know, your big steel type into your Walking Wake. That's basically stream sniping. Well, that is stream sniping. Jade was bullying me. Ah! Jade! Good work. Good work, Jade. Alright, even though they found the same budget Fossil Fighters, wasn't as bad at Pokemon RBY quality-wise. You have to adjust that for inflation. You gotta remember, Jade. Also, yes. Yeah. Like, it to a degree, it is a miracle. Like, talking with one of my friends, IRL, who, like, he is a fan of Gen 1, to quote him, the fact Gen 1 even turns on is a miracle. And I do not dispute that fact with him. That game is held together with duct tape, dragon tears, and hopes and dreams. What do I mean good work? What does it sound like I mean, Ash? What does it sound like it means? I didn't think I'd need to spell it out for you. Because honestly, wouldn't see the point in doing that, just like the Fun Valley. It's because they want to win. You gotta remember, a lot of trolls, they like to try to, like, humiliate those streamers, but then it's like, no one really cares. It's like, okay, well, they're just being a clown. Okay? Like, the thing is, the people who stream snipe, if anything, it's kind of more an endorsement of, yeah, this person actually knows what you're doing. Like, this person actually knows how to play Pokemon. The only way you can beat them is if you look at what they are doing, so you can have an advantage. That is the only way you can win. It's more sort of an endorsement of them actually being good. Which I find hilarious. Again, it's trolls doing troll things backfires. As it does always do, because trolls can go suck a railroad spike. Gold pick. Do the glitch you normally battle something you will the synchro them. I don't do glitches. Okay. I do not condone the use of duping. I do not condone the use of generating. I do not condone the use of glitching, except in the case of one instance, and that one instance applies to Call of Duty Zombies. For anyone here who has ever played the Zombies map Origins, and you have done the Origins Easter egg, there is one part of that Easter egg where you need to take the 4 magical staves, put 3 of them in the giant robots Thor, Odin, and Freya, and 1 in the bottom of the crypt. Or what you can do is you can take the fire staff, put it in the bottom of the crypt, get it again, put it in the bottom of the crypt, get it again, put it in the bottom of the crypt, get it again, put it in the bottom of the crypt, and then you're done. Because it is coded in such a way that you don't need to put all 4 staves in. You just need to put 4 staves in 4 pedestals. So you can do all of it with only 1 staff, putting it into 1 pedestal, but doing that 4 times. So technically, you're not actually breaking the rules. Because you can do the same thing with the robots. You can take the wind staff, go over to the giant robot Odin, put the wind staff in Odin 4 times. But No one is going to do that because it takes, what, like 5 minutes per reset on Odin, whereas you can literally do all 4 things inside of a minute with the Fire Staff. Well, technically, by that point, it's been upgraded from the Fire Staff to Kagutsuchi's Blood, so you don't actually need to go do that, but yeah. Again, Origins as a map, that map goes hard. Like, if you're gonna play Origins, you're doing the Easter egg. Like, that map is amazing. First zombies map I ever played, Origins. One of my favorites? Not really, but I like it. It is also one of the reasons why the Scorpion Evo is like one of my favorite things to use in zombies. Like, I am fully aware the Scorpion Evo is kind of trash. Its recoil kicks like insanity, and it doesn't have a whole lot of damage. You're better off just going with the wall by MP40 or the Tommy gun, because the Tommy gun is fucking broken in that game. Like, freaking 100 round magazine, 4 times headshot multiplier, and like the ammo of an LMG. That thing is insane. But I do love my Scorpion Evo, or its Pack-a-Punch name, the Evolved Death Stalker. Like, oh my god, that name goes so hard. Ah, oh, zombies. I miss classic Treyarch zombies. You will find I really did love like Black Ops 2 Origins zombies. Black Ops 3 zombies, I love that stuff. That was really fun. To a degree, I actually did like Black Ops 4 zombies. I didn't like some of the choices they made with it, but I did like a couple of them. Trolls pissed me off. My teacher probably saved my life today because I was thinking about something interesting. Teachers generally help more than you think they do. I don't know why, but the Cobra has a good gun. I mean, the Cobra was something. Like, my favorite thing, like, for me, whenever it came to zombies, there were 2 things I always wanted to get out of the box. If I'm playing Black Ops 3, I always wanted to get the Man of War. That was, like, my signature. I know the ICR was better in every way. It had a better headshot multiplier. It had better rate of fire. It had lower recoil. I know the ICR was better. I just liked the Man of War. I just liked it. And if I'm playing Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, or even Black Ops 3 in the maps available, always go Galil. You gotta go for the classics. You gotta go for the classics when you play zombies. Also the AUG. The AUG was fun. Because if you ever played Keynote or Toten in zombies, well, any of the maps in Black Ops 1, if you got the AUG and you Pack-a-Punched it, you not only got the Pack-a-Punched AUG, which the Pack-a-Punch name of the AUG was Leet speak for Awesome. It was like, it was AUG, it was, well, AUG, 50M3, so Awesome, I love that. But not only did it get Pack-a-Punch, but it came with the Master Key attachment, which was an underbarrel shotgun. So you add like this thing, like, yeah, no, just shotgun mode. Oh my gosh, yes, it was great. Like, I miss the days when zombies were like, you know what? We're gonna give things dual wield. We're gonna give things, you know what? You changed this, you took this crossbow, which is kind of garbage, throughout the entirety of this. You got your 500 points, you Pack-a-Punched it, it turns into a monkey shooter. It's a beacon that attracts the zombies over to it. Yeah, you know what, buddy, you took the ballistic knife. You're gonna get something good with that. You can long distance revive your allies by shooting the ballistic knife at them to revive them. And also you can just pick up the ballistic knife again and get like infinite ammo, which is awesome. And every time you actually get a takedown with the ballistic knife, it counts as a melee kill. So you get extra points. I love it. And then you kept the M1911 throughout the entirety of the map. You suffered with the starting pistol throughout it. We're gonna give you dual wield grenade launchers. Like, oh my gosh, zombies, stop trying so hard. It's so good. Oh, I miss it. Oh yeah, the CZ75's full auto dual wield. Oh, that was fun. Like, they weren't good. Like, they weren't great. But it was fun is what it was. And that's what I miss about classic Treyarch zombies. Was you didn't get anything like super crazy attachments in I don't even think in Black Ops 3. I don't even think in Black Ops 2 you got any crazy attachments. Yeah, you didn't get anything like the Master Key in Black Ops 3. Maybe you got the grenade launcher in Black Ops 2 with the Commando? Maybe? I don't remember that, actually. I miss the days. I miss those days. So, like, again, I was a real big fan of zombies. I remember the days of like that superstition of if you're playing on Kino, you throw your grenades into the teleporter and you get more power-ups. It doesn't do anything, but it was the superstition people always did. If you throw the grenades in the teleporter, maybe you get, you know, extra like better drops. Ah, that was fun. I love how Pack-a-Punch makes all the guns have a king. That was the best part. The laser pew pews. That was so fun. Like, that's why I always love like the stupid rapid fire ones. Cause just pew, 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 pew. That sound effect was great. Like, that's what I miss about like modern Treyarch zombies. It doesn't have that same degree of silliness. Like the crazy camos, the you know, like the crazy effects. They don't have that anymore. Like, I remember there was one Pack-a-Punch camo where everything just looked like freaking wood. Like, that was the best part. You're like, oh yeah, it looked like you're shooting anything made of wood. Oh, nice, Umbreon. Very nice. Oh god. The War Machine. Okay. Okay. Depends on what War Machine you're talking about. If you're talking about War Machine, no Pack-a-Punch, the War Machine is kind of trash. But you Pack-a-Punch the War Machine, you get yourself some PhD flopper, the War Machine actually kind of slaps. Because it actually goes direct impact. Like, at least the RPG, when you Pack-a-Punch it, it's like an 8-shot thing, which is freaking hilarious. By the way, I love all the Pack-a-Punch names for like everything that was an abbreviation. Like, the RPG became the rocket-propelled grievance. I miss that humor from Treyarch. Sloghammer. RPD. Yeah, the sledgehammer. Like, so fun fact actually about the hammer. On every map other than Origins in Black Ops 2, it actually has more recoil. So, I think it is, it's 25% more recoil on every map other than Origins. So, if you ever want to use the hammer, only use it on Origins. It's not worth using it on a different map because it's not accurate. I love the LSAT because instead of, you know, it was the LSAT and then like the F-cert, because, you know, it's LSAT last, F-cert first. Like, it's stupid names like that I love. Who's gonna be the 500 points with explosive? Actually, no, the War Machine hit pretty hard. The War Machine did a stupid amount of damage. I think the War Machine started making crawlers around like round 30. Now, granted, there's basically no reason to ever use the War Machine. Like, if you're playing Origins, you might as well just grab a staff. Like, they're just better. Yeah, if you're playing Origins, just grab a staff. I don't think the War Machine was actually on Mob, but like if it was, just get the Blundergat. Just get the Blundergat and the Vitrolic Withering. They're stupid, broken, and OP, and I love them. Also, I extremely hate arm shots because you think that they hit him in the body. Nope! I mean, I hated the arm shots just because they count as a limb shot. You get less points for that. Like, at least if it's a body shot, you got more points. The neck shots always annoyed me because you only got 70 points for a neck shot instead of the 100 for the head. Like, that always annoyed me. Also, Headless Zombie still moving. Oh my god, I hate it when that happens. Like, why? At the very least, when you get the headshot and they still move, at least you can go and you can melee them for the melee points. But yeah, that was always annoying. Like, it was funny the first time. That's like, okay, this is getting actually infuriating. You know, I love classic strategy zombies. Oh, the shrink ray, that was hilarious. I forget what that thing's name was, but it was like the JGB79AB, something like that. Yeah, because remember, if you take the head off the zombie, you get like 10, you get like every second you get like 10 extra points, and then when the zombie dies, you get like the full 100. So if you go up and you take the zombie out with the knife before it drops, you can get the full melee points. Yeah. That was one of the things that my brother and I learned, because my brother and I ran the Origins Easter egg. Like, there was, I think, like 2 months solid one summer. I think it was 2 weeks solid, where my brother and I were just running the Origins Easter egg. And this was right when I started playing zombies. So we were just, like, getting all of the strategies down to, like, absolutely maximize every single point possible. And my brother, like, got a collateral headshot with one of the zombies because he had the ballista. And, you know, one of the zombies would walk around headless and, like, oh, you know, I want the points. Psh! Give him those points. It's great. Because yeah, any time that my brother, that we played Origins, it was my brother would get the ballista if we dug one up from the Origins dig spots, and if we got a Remington, I would get the Remington. Because my brother was good with the snipers, I was good with the shotguns. And then they completely changed in Black Ops 3, where he just went Haymaker 9000 on everything. I was like, yeah, no, give me the Dracon. Give me the Dracon. That thing's fun. Also, my dad always said never waste bullets at round 1. Round 1, it's actually best to go for, like, I think it's what, like 6 leg shots and then go for the knife. Because that's what my brother and I would always do. We'd always, like, line up the zombies, like 6 leg shots, knife, knife, knife. You know, take out the first 3. Then line up 3 more, 6 leg shots, knife, knife, knife. And then just repeat that to just maximize our points. Because 1, my brother and I got very, very comfortable with, like, knifing until round 3 on Origins. But also, if you get a max ammo, it's like, what's the point then at that point? Saving the ammo. Like, what's the point? But yeah, no, like, my brother and I, we had all these strategies for zombies down. Like, we spent so long, like, using the knife in Black Ops 2 for Origins, that when it came to Black Ops 3, and Black Ops 3 gave you 3 hit downs before Jug rather than the 2 hit down system beforehand, I would actually knife only until like round 5 with no Jug in Black Ops 3. Because I trained myself on Origins to just go without Jug for a long time. It was like, I'm fine running without Juggernaut. I don't need it. It's one of the reasons why some of my friends were wondering, why do you like Zetsubo? I was like, yo! Hillfish is also a fan of Zetsubo! Hillfish! We have the fish! Is also a fan of zombies. I'm a big fan of you, Hillfish. Kill pressure. I mean, yeah, but use the bowls. But if you hit the box, won't matter much if you use monkeys. I mean, monkeys are still good to have. But the monkeys are still a good thing to actually have. But remember, on Origins, you can do the little dig spots, and you can get something out of the dig spots. But also, again, my brother and I got very, very used to running maps on zombies, like, predominantly using the knife. And if we ever needed, like, to buy something off the wall, we'd always just go buy, like, the AK-74U off the wall or the MP40. Like, we had plans. Yeah, we always had redundancies. Or we buy, maybe the M14 or whatever off the wall. We had plans. Like, we had strategies that we used. But yeah, no, like, there is a point at which we're gonna break the Xbox 360 out of cold, like, the Xbox 360 is in cryogenic storage in the basement alongside my Black Ops 2 Zombies copy. And eventually we're gonna get to the point where we're gonna be just streaming zombies. Although the ray gun was good, but it truly doesn't earn the praise. Yeah, like, the ray gun really... The ray gun's reputation really just came from back in the days of back in the days of World at War, where it was literally the best thing other than the PPSH, which the PPSH was just freaking broken. Like, PPSH 41, the most overpowered thing in zombies ever. It was, what, 115 rounds, stupidly fast, it was great, but it was broken. It's the reason why when they brought it back as, in Garroted Crovey, it was like, it was still good. No, Quillfish does not get self-destruct via level up. Yum, yum. But yeah, no, it's like, I freaking love, I loved, like, the Porter's ray gun. Like, honestly, I don't really like the ray gun. Like, the, ray gun Mark II, I can respect the ray gun Mark II. But, like, the regular generic ray gun, not a fan. I actually just got a copy of Black Ops 2 recently after 8 years of not being able to play it. For reference, when Jurassic World came out. Wow! Yeah. Yeah, like, Black Ops 2, if you can't get the DLCs, I wouldn't really recommend playing Black Ops 2 Zombies. Like, if... You might be able to get the DLCs, maybe. Like, honestly, I'm a bigger fan of Black Ops 3. I think Black Ops 3 is a better game for zombies, because, like, Shadows of Evil is good. The Giant is a good, like, warm-up map, like, you know, learning the tips and tricks, you know, learning the different things. Der Eisendrache is a really fun map. Really, really fun map. A lot of people hate Zetsubo no Shima. I love Zetsubo no Shima. I think it's probably like my second favorite map. Well, okay, maybe not my second favorite one. Probably third favorite. Garroted Crovey is just amazing. Although it's a very special place in my heart because I lived with the first game I played. Really? Interesting. Oh, good, you got all the DLCs, good. Yeah, Buried, Mob of the Dead, and Origins, I would say, are, like, the good ones to play. Die Rise is not worth playing. Transit's not terrible. Like, Transit's got its problems, but it's only, like, really fun if you play with multiple people. Buried is just very easy. Origins is, like, chef's kiss. Origins is just chef's kiss. But I do recommend... Replay. That's something. Yeah, playing Black Ops when you're like 3 years old. That's certainly something. Stay in the freaking ball, Quillfish. Stay in the damn ball. Stay in the ball, Quillfish. Got it. Quillfish has been acquired. We have redeemed ourselves for the Quillfish fail. The Quillfish won't fish. Alright, that was delightful, everyone. I love how we just literally spent the last, like, 2 hours just talking about Call of Duty Zombies. Like, that's why I love these guys. Yeah, I played like 3. It's great. Yeah, I freaking love zombies. I don't really care for Noct, though. Like, granted, I've never been one who's, like, a fan of the original things. Especially when I was not, like, around for the first instance. Yeah, this is a bit of an interesting parallel between, like, Call of Duty Zombies and Pokemon, of all things, for me. That I was not first introduced to Call of Duty Zombies until well after the first, like, games had been out for a while. So, my first exposure to Call of Duty Zombies was via Origins. In sort of the same way my first exposure to, like, Pokemon en masse was actually Generation 4. Which is one of the reasons why, like, I don't really have any strong feelings for, like, Gen 1 of Pokemon or Noct, Der Untoten, or, well, anything really in World at War of Call of Duty Zombies. So it's this very interesting parallel between Pokemon and Call of Duty Zombies that it's one of the reasons why I don't really have anything for, like, the nostalgic maps, so to speak. It's just, they were before my time, so to speak. Like, I got Black Ops 2 Zombies, I think, like, a year or 2 before Black Ops 3 came out. Or maybe, like, 2 years before Black Ops 3 came out. Angry Birds Treasure Farmers, Bad Piggies, and Angry Birds Friends also still exist without paywall. I don't even think I want to know. If I started streaming, what would you recommend for me? I recommend Pokemon, honestly, of all things. Pokemon is a very easy access thing. You know, most people can just, you know, pick up and do Pokemon, whether it's battles, whether it's, you know, just shiny hunting, you know, standard playthroughs, Nuzlocke. There's a lot you can do with Pokemon. It's a very versatile series to just cut your teeth on. OG Angry Birds. Red's first flight is 99 cents. I've never played Angry Birds. Oh yeah, space and Star Wars don't, so it makes sense. So it doesn't hit, it does hit. But yeah, that's... Again, it's very interesting that... It's one of the reasons why you will generally see me being a bit more critical of a lot of, like, the typically nostalgic parts of a series. Because for a long time, it's like, I never played the nostalgic ones when they were the first thing, so I only was introduced to them well after they were first introduced is when I was first introduced to them. So by then, I'd, you know, played other elements first and I could see some of the glaring issues. I was not held back by the tether of nostalgia, you could say. Which I will... This could be slightly... Please let me know if, like, this sounds slightly egotistical, but I think it's a better perspective to not be nostalgic for the original elements of the series, because then you can look on them with a lot more clarity. You know, you can judge them more critically. You know, so one of the, like, good examples, like, I didn't see the original Godzilla until many years after I was already a fan of the Godzilla series. In fact, that's actually the reason I went and watched the first one. But I will forever say the original Godzilla is the best Godzilla, because it is not the same style of movie. It is not meant to do the same things. And that movie goes freaking hard. Also really, really fucking dark. Like, if you want to watch a movie that will just depress you to no end, watch the original Godzilla. You know, if you watch the original Godzilla expecting, yeah, it's gonna be an awesome monster movie, it's like, no, that is not at all what it is. It is depressing, it is dour, and it is probably one of the best movies I've ever seen. I love it. First Pokemon game was Silver, technically. It was a ROM on my uncle's computer, but my first actual game was What in Platinum on the DSi, along with Fossil Fighters. Really? Very nice. Nice recommendations. We'll definitely have to check it out. Alright. I will do my best. I'm generally a little bit busy at times, so I will do my best. But yeah, when we finish this sandwich, we're gonna go on end off. It was called Path of the Giants of Dinosaurs. I think I actually had that game as well. Because I do remember a game like that. So it's a lot like Ubisoft. Maybe. I don't know, it's like when someone mentioned, yeah, Code Lyoko was not just a fever dream I had when I was younger. It's like, oh wait, that was an actual thing? The evil computer trying to take over the world isn't just a nightmare dream I had? Well, that's reassuring, and also kind of terrifying. The days, the simpler times. Such simple times. I don't know. I gotta... Nostalgia is an interesting thing. Very philosophical today. You played as a dinosaur and went around fighting other dinosaurs, but also the game. Yeah, I remember that game. I did have that game. Or at least, like... Maybe... Yeah, I think it was that one. I didn't know what to do in it, like, 99% of the time. I was just walking around and doing stuff. I never actually did, I think. Fever Dream. My Fever Dream was called Spectrobes. Never heard of it. Maybe it was a Fever Dream. Maybe it was. Maybe it wasn't. We'll never know, will we? I love how frequently sometimes the chat just devolves from, like, Pokemon streaming to just, like, talking about cartoons and, like, what we watched when we were younger. I love that that happens a lot of the time. But where is the freaking Tentacruel? I don't actively look for Gen 1 things. So the few times I look for Gen 1 things, I expect you Gen 1 things to pop out for me. If you can't do that, then I will go and I will systematically purge all of you Gen 1 nonsense Pokemon from existence. I will introduce you to my good friend 5.56 by 41 Standard NATO. The reason I use such an oddly specific threat is it worked for Oddish. Well, then again, you're jellyfish. It would probably just pass straight through you. I need to think of a new, oddly specific threat for the jellyfish. I did get that a lot. Also, Spectrobes was an interesting game. Wait, they may want for the Switch. I need to hear what this Spectrobes thing is. I'm very curious. All I'll say is very curious. Very curious now. My fever dream was a microtrip. Never heard of it. Very curious. I would like to know more about these things. But I think that's actually going to be all for tonight. Again, guys, if you haven't done so already, please don't forget to leave a like, subscribe for more. Do ! Playlist, and go check out some of our wonderful, wonderful playlists of recorded content. Tomorrow, we are going to have the first battle of the UNPL, the Uva Naraha Premier League, going up. It is going to be an epic duel against our new friend, Ruppy, one of the people we have met through the UNPL. And you're gonna get to see some shenanigans. Like you are going to get to see some shit go down. That was certainly something. Like I literally cannot put into words these shenanigans that happened. But let's go find somebody to raid. Yeah, last night we raided Ember, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we raided Ember last night, so who are we gonna go raid tonight? Good quest. Yeah, it's gonna be tomorrow. Hey, Habitual Line Crosser's got another thing I'm gonna need to watch. I do love Habitual Line Crosser. I do indeed love me some Habitual Line Crosser. Ooh. Ooh, Dai starts doing a dinosaur game, it looks like. This looks like a dinosaur game. Yes. This is a dinosaur game. We must raid someone who is playing a dinosaur game. After all, remember. We all come here for one reason, and that one reason is the Allosaurus. We're gonna go raid Dice Heart. I will see you later.